Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Insta Live today. And today, a special guest from our brand partner, StoneSoup.in. Her name is Rupal Ralph, and I'm very excited to be speaking with her. And there she is. Rupal?
Hi, can you see me? Can you see me?
Hi, Rupal. We can't see you as yet.
Okay.
Yes, now we can see
Yeah.
you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, great. How about you?
I'm doing great. So last moment there was a thunderstorm here and power went off, like I said. But then yeah, we are on, and I'm really glad we are.
Yes,
So yes,
definitely.
yes. Before we dive into it, let me just give a quick introduction to everybody who's watching us today. So today I am a co-founder of NatureHealers.live. My name is Ankita Vijayvargiya, and I'm really pleased to meet you all of our followers who are here today and who will be watching later as well. And we have here with us Rupal Ralph. Welcome, Rupal Ralph. We are really
Thank
excited
you.
to have you. And let me tell a little bit about you. And I'm sure I'm not going to be able to do any justice, but still, let me try. So Rupal is
Great.
very inspiring. When I found out about her, I was like, this is what a role model should be like. Rupal is a lawyer turned environmentalist, and she spends every waking minute thinking about the environment and about climate and how can we do things that make our surroundings better. Um, she is currently CEO at stonesoup.in, and she runs the show over there, and she does a fabulous job at that. And with that, Rupal, I would like to open it for you. Uh, Tell us a little about yourself, and then we can start talking about why we are here today.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. And yeah, something about me. I'm a garbage auntie. I'm a waste warrior. So everybody, addresses me garbage wali auntie aa rahi hai. And I jumped into garbage before 6 to 7 years and into SWM, basically solid waste management. And we had I was little passionate about growing when I was in Gujarat because I belong to Gujarat and we had a lot of land and we were growing there and once we came here with a beautiful climate like Bangalore and at that moment 15 years back it was totally different and now I see a different Bangalore. So it started all about gardening and then composting and then the plastic ban happened in Bangalore and I was really happy about plastic ban and well, I started working with Malini, one of the co-founders of Stone Soup, and we did a solid waste management. We took out the rallies, we went house to house, educating people on segregation awareness and how do we reduce the waste. So that's how the journey started, and today I am working along with all of the garbage sisters with me, and amazing, all the people are rocking here in Bangalore. Most of the volunteers, we have a good base of volunteers in Bangalore. Yes.
I love how you put it as garbage sisters because I think we are all in it together, sisters and brothers alike. Because like taking care of the garbage and taking care of our surroundings, taking care of how we are using what we are using and how we are disposing it off, that is something that everybody is a part of and should be a part of. So, with that, let me just introduce everybody to why we are here today. We are here today with the theme of period paradise. Why period paradise? Because periods are something that should be celebrated. So, we at NatureHealers.live, we run an Earth mission, which is called Period Paradise. Its latest season of it is live right now. And what we do within that is we take women and menstruators on a 3 to 4 month long journey of change, where we help them step by step move to a better method of menstruation management of their choice. So they we talk a lot about what menstruation is, and how we should be viewing our body during our periods and otherwise as well, and what are the methods of menstruation that are healthy for us and that are healthy for the planet as well. So around that theme, we have a lot of period positivity around that. And I heard you talking about period positivity a lot, Rupal. So I think that's going to be my first question to you. Your thoughts on period positivity, and like, tell us what's on your mind.
See, first of all, at this moment, many of us think, we have this notion that, oh God, the periods are going to come after 2 days. What will I do? How will I manage? I have to go on a vacation and I have a lot of work at home. All these things run in our mind, and we just get carried away with all those thoughts, and we just start neglecting our periods and feeling sad about them. But when we look at our culture, when you see in India, periods are celebrated. We have a grand celebration. At least I've seen in South India that we have a grand celebration. It is celebrated as a marriage. Just that the groom is not there, but the whole function that the girl goes through. It was an amazing. It's in most of the parts of the India. It is celebrated. Whether you say Assam, whether you say most of the parts, and it was being celebrated. But there was something which started as a revolution, and we started whispering around. When we got carried away with the Western culture, we saw that we started whispering around instead of talking about periods. We used to have joint families. We all women used to get together, and it's such a good time to bond around. And when you relate your periods with your best friend's period or your mother's period, it will be almost together. When you love someone and when you are attached with someone, you see that your periods also align with that. And that's how we should, that's how the positive you should be. Like, you don't have to think about periods, you don't have to. It's a natural phenomenon, and it's all. And we have to be proud of ourselves that we give new life through that, right? Because women only has that power. And that's how it was celebrated. But then the whisper revolution started, and we started whispering about it. That's where all these problems started. I have stomach ache, I have back ache, all those things, because we try to hide something from people. Try to hide that we are into periods. We don't want to tell someone sitting beside me. I just asked, do you have a pad? We don't have to hide about it, because it's natural. And that's where you have cramps, you have lot of issues, backache, leg cramps. All those things come because you neglect your periods. When you start talking about it, when you feel positive about it, you will see a difference in your periods, and you will feel that you don't have cramps, you don't feel the leg pain when you're exercising, when you are active during those days. It's one of the best days of your month. Most of the time I work so much during those time. I feel like cleaning my whole house when I'm on my periods. I don't feel like sitting at one place. Even at night during my sleep, I feel like work. I should work. So I'm so active during my periods because I feel good about it. It's a self cleansing happening in my body. It's a self cleansing thing. So I feel so positive that my body is getting clean during those 3 days. So please feel positive about your periods instead of just neglecting them and not talking about it. You should talk about it, and you should discuss about it to your kids, to your friends, and just let them know how positive you are about your periods.
That's right.
Yes.
I think you brought across a great point, because one of the things that we talk a lot about in our mission is the fact that our period blood is actually purer than our urine. And people don't think
Yes.
like that, and when they actually get to know this fact, their entire perception flips of how we are viewing our periods, because it's blood, it's what runs us, it's what powers new life within us. And
Yes.
I think that was a great point that you brought across. That also brings me to another point, that not everybody may be as privileged as, let's say, you or me, and we do see a lot of period poverty around. What are your thoughts on that?
See, there is lot of period poverty, basically covered under. I can't define what poverty is, and but I see lot of period poverty issues going on.
Hmm.
As a traditional method, we used to use our cloth,
Hmm.
whatever cloth was available. But there are some people whom I have seen or I have heard about using sawdust just to manage their periods. They don't have a piece of cloth. They just keep on using the same cloth around, along with the sawdust or the, um, what do I say, some or the other thing, the sand or whatever they feel like, they just manage their periods.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just bleed freely.
Hmm.
They don't have to go out. They just sit at one place in the mud so that the blood gets soaked inside the mud. And there are a lot of issues in rural areas as at this moment also. So as so we have been working around period poverty a lot. We have been creating lot of awareness in this rural India and donating lot of period care products to them.
Hmm.
Some are so underprivileged that they don't have water to wash, they don't have pads to use. Disposable pads are far off from their reach out also. So we have been reaching out to those areas. We have been collecting money and we have been donating so that we don't want a female to just get I can't explain, like they should have that privilege to use at least what they are meant to, like at least a cloth,
Yeah.
so that they use that cloth. And these are reusable cloth pads. Each pad will last for 4 to 5 years,
Hmm.
and we don't want to give them disposables just because they are from a poor background. And it's just in cheap product so that they can just use and throw.
That's right.
The basic, where do they throw?
Hmm.
They don't want to use the disposables, and few of them don't wear undergarment also.
Hmm.
So there we have started giving cups so that at least they can manage their periods on their own.
Hmm.
Yeah, and we have seen a lot of, and we are trying to eradicate that through various means of generating employment, donating cloth pads, donating cups, so that we can at least reach out to few of them. Yeah.
Hmm. So you mentioned cup, but I'm not sure if many of our followers know what a cup is. So why don't you tell us a little about what a menstrual cup is and what a cloth pad is?
Yes, sure. So, menstrual cup is the latest in product that we see. And initially, people had asked us to shift from cloth to our disposable pads because they were very comfortable, use and throw, and all those things. But then again, we are asking them to move to cloth. So,
Hmm.
what is the reason behind it? Cloth has never been dangerous to our life because we all wear clothes, right? It is not at all that if I wear a cloth every day, I'll have cancer, I'll have PCOS, or I have anything. I wear an undergarment every day, I wear clothes every day.
Hmm.
There is no harm in using a cloth. The only part was because it was not being cleaned properly, it was not being dried under the sun, because we were asked to dry it under a towel, we were asked to dry it under the bed in a shaded place, not in the sunlight. All this unhygienic way of washing the cloth pad and cleaning it was causing all these issues. But then the marketing gimmick started, and all the corporates, multinational marketing started. All those things brought up a different type of product in the market, which was very much loaded with chemicals. And then it all started into TV marketing, advertisements that cloth causes cancer, cloth causes unhygienic condition, cloth causes this. No, cloth doesn't cause anything. If you clean it properly, if you wash it properly, if you dry it in the sun, then it doesn't cause any harmful effect to your body. It is one of the safest, product to use for your menstruation.
Hmm.
So when I speak about cloth pad, it is not that grandmom style cloth pad that we are using today. Which used to stain, and which we used to put our skirts up so that it doesn't stain. It's not that cloth pad that I'm talking about today. I'm talking about the new age cloth pad, the modern day cloth pad, as a which has a leak proof layer, which works as a normal pad. And I would like to show one of the pads here. See, these are such a pretty design. This is a leak proof layer so that the blood doesn't stain your panties. and it has a hosiery material here
Hmm.
so that the blood soaks properly and it just soaks in for 5 to 6 hours. It works as a normal pad. If you have heavy bleeding, this is a pad for you,
Hmm.
and it's leak proof. It doesn't leak the blood out. Inside also there is no plastic, it's a cloth material, it's very easy to wash. You just have to keep it in your normal tap water. You don't have to use the hot water. If you use hot water, then it will definitely leave the permanent stains.
Hmm.
But if you're washing it with the normal water, just soak it for 5-10 minutes, remove the blood out, put it in the washing machine as normal cloths. Or if you don't want to put it in your washing machine, just wash it with the normal cloth shop soap that you're using.
Hmm.
Just wash it nicely and dry it in the sun. If you feel that the sun is not out, like a climate like Bangalore, you don't see the sun. I've not seen sun since 5 days. So what do? I just iron my pad on this side.
Hmm.
I don't iron the pad on this side. I just iron my pad on this side.
Hmm.
Since it is cloth inside, it will just dry off.
Hmm.
So most of it is dried under the fan, and then we have to iron it. This is how the cloth pad management is,
Hmm.
and it is so easy. It's our own blood. We don't have to say it stings. The blood doesn't sting unless it comes in contact with the chemicals that are there in your pads. Even when you are using a disposable pad for 2 or 3 hours, you don't feel that stink.
Hmm.
Only after 5 to 6 hours, when you go to the loo, it's like a dead rat. It's just stinks horrible because it is coming in connection with the oxygen around and the chemicals that are loaded in the pad.
Yeah.
It stinks. But when you're using a cloth and a cup, you will never feel a sting.
Hmm.
The menstrual blood doesn't sting. Unless you have some issues, gynec issues, then it's a different thing. But most of the people, it doesn't sting. And then see, there are different sizes. It's a panty liner, small, cute one. And we have something like this, the day pad where you don't have much of bleeding and you're out and
Hmm.
you can use this. There is another kind of, see, these are all modern day cloth pads. It's like a napkin. If you don't want a traditional kind of design, it's like a napkin. You just have to try it like this. It looks like a napkin. So all these kinds of various kinds of pads are available in the market now, and start using this cloth pad instead of these chemical loaded pads that are available in the market. First of all, it is creating a havoc to your health. Second is environment,
Hmm.
and we don't know where to dispose of. A disposable pad will take around 500 to 800 years to biodegrade. Even then, it will not biodegrade, it will just crumble up and there will be microplastics inside. So, what are we leaving for our next generation? It's just they will be walking on the pads and diapers if we don't start using the reusables now. So, this is one of the things. But as we are talking about menstrual
Before we
cups were there since 1940s. Yes.
before we move to the menstrual cast, I have to say that I love the prints and the designs that Stone Soup has on.
Yeah, these are the in-house designs. These are Stone Soup in-house designs.
Yeah, yeah. And just
Yeah, they
from
are very pretty.
my experience, I can share with everybody. I moved to the menstrual cup and the cloth pad as a liner for my heavy days. And I moved, I think, several years ago. And the first time that I actually started to use a panty liner for my periods, and the first time it actually had some blood on it, of course, it was weird for me because that is the first time, you are actually handling blood. So it is good.
Yes.
But then the change is also quick because what I do is I adopt the method of I have a container in my bathroom where I quickly soak it for about half an hour. All the blood comes off. I dry it and then I put it in the washing machine with the rest of my clothes. And now this has become so normal for me. I do it every month with during my periods, and I really don't even have to think about it. It has just become such a big part of my life now. So, yeah, so for everybody who is on the fence, do try it out. And either the menstrual cup or the cloth pad or a combination, and I can promise you it will change your life, really. And yeah, sorry, yeah, we were coming on to the menstrual cup now.
Yes. So menstrual cups are made up of medical grade silicone, and they were introduced in 1940s actually. But they were only used by athletes. So we common women were not so privileged to have it as our product because we never felt like having it because we were not so much into sports and all those heavy exercises before. But nowadays, when I see a girl with 8 years, 9 years, all these small young girls going into athletes, and we also have become more alert in our regimes. We go to dance classes and we have a lot of exercises happening in our day-to-day life also because our routine has changed than before. So, luckily, we have this menstrual cups available in the market. This is a menstrual cup. This is a menstrual cup which is made up of medical grade silicone, which is a totally inert material. So, if you have heard about catheters or heart valves or breast implants, all these are made from medical grade silicone, which is an inert material. I won't ask somebody to remove the heart valve and keep it at night and again, means keep it in the morning and use it. Or breast implants remove and at night and then. So it's a inert material. It can be inside the body, but menstrual cups can be kept inside the body for maximum 12 hours. You have to remove it, clean it, and again insert it, but it can be inside for 12 hours at least. And the capacity of this cup is 23 ml, where you bleed around 15 to 17, not more than 15 ml in a day. No, total is 15 to 17 ml. If you're bleeding more than this, then you have some issues. So you have to visit your gynae. If you are a very heavy bleeder, then there would be some issues. But for a normal woman, 15 to 17 ml is what they bleed in a day. So this cup would last them for around 6 to 8 hours. You don't have to remove the cup during your working hours. What I do normally is when I take bath during the day, I just wear it and then go to the office, and when I come back I empty it. So it lasts for 6 to 8 hours in a day. And it's not that the blood will split around or spill or anything. There is a method to insert it. For everything there is a learning curve. So when I learned swimming, I took 3 to 4 months to learn swimming. And when I was learning a cycling, I was so scared that it took me more than 6 months to learn cycling because I was scared. My brother took only a day to learn because he was not scared. So anything, if you're scared of anything, you will take much more time to learn and you will take more time to at least accept it. But if you are open to it and if you don't feel if you don't have that fear of insertion, if you don't have fear, if you're normal while inserting, then it will take just one cycle to understand on insertion and removal. It's a very easy way of insertion.
One comment over
It's
there.
just you have,
One comment
yeah,
over
see,
there.
it's,
Um,
yeah,
if in terms of the learning curve, I want to remind everybody that when you started on your periods and probably when your mom told you that this is how a sanitary pad has to be used, the disposable ones, if that's what you started with, even that probably took you, at least it took me, around 3 months to get used to and, place it in a way so that it does not leak. So the same as with any other period product that you'll start using. So yeah, keep that in mind.
yes.
Yeah.
So now, see, even today, sometimes we place the pad in a wrong way and then it
Yeah.
leaks. So there are accidents happening today also with the people who are using pads. Some it leaks at night, they can't sleep that side, this side. So all those things happen even with a safe, what you call it as a safe pad.
Hmm.
But still, with the menstrual cup, it will take one cycle for you to understand the flow and when to remove and when to insert. So, insertion is very, very easy. First of all, is relaxation. You have to insert it while relaxation. Just take a warm bath, listen to the good music, or remember your nice, actor, Bollywood actor, and just relax yourself. And then just you have to pinch the cup, make it into the. I'll show you two insertions. So this is how it is inserted. The other way of insertion, which I find proper, is this. You just have to pinch the cup, make it into this. This is just a peanut size. Becomes as a peanut size.
Hmm.
So it becomes very easy for you to insert inside. So you have to insert. This is a life size model of your vagina. What you have to do is you have to bend it a little back, insert it. If you have a commode, then just put one leg on the commode. You don't even have to sit on the commode. You just have to put one leg on the commode and just bend a bit and just insert it inside. It goes inside very easily if you are on your periods. Never dry run it. You should always try the cup when you are on your periods. So I would suggest you to try on the third day, because first day you may not have so lubricating. You may have very less bleeding. Second day you may have more bleeding, but I would suggest you to try on the third day so that it's proper. You just have to insert. It creates a vacuum there. See, now you see there is not much of space inside. So what we have done is, most of the cups, it creates a vacuum. So it gets stuck here and it won't get removed until you pinch the bottom of the cup. Even if I do headstand, even if I go in the water, anywhere, if I sleep on the right, left, anyway I can sleep, doesn't matter, because there's a cup inside. So the blood gets collected inside, and once when you want to remove it, you saw, right, there is no space inside. So you just have to um, fill the bottom of the cup, pinch the bottom of the cup, slowly remove it. It just comes out. Once you pinch the bottom of the cup, it slowly comes out. You don't have to make much effort on it. And don't get tensed while removing also. Once you get tensed, nothing can go in and nothing can come out. So don't be tensed. Relax yourself while inserting and removing. This is how easy the cup is. And most of the time I hear, how do I know that the cup is full? So I would not know if your cup is full, because my bleeding is different than your bleeding. So you have to figure out how much time does a cup take to fill up. So if you are a heavy bleeder, for me heavy bleeding is more than 10 ml, so 10 to 15 ml. So if I bleed, I for the second day I remove it after 6 to 8 hours. So for a heavy bleeder, maybe if it's so heavy bleeding, like you are on a menopause and all, if you are a heavy bleeder, then after 3 hours, you just remove it once and try to see how much it is filled. If it is 3/4 or half filled, then try it after 4 hours. So like that, likewise, you will come to know within one cycle that how much time does it take for the cup to fill up, and remove it. And it's the most comfortable thing. You don't have to even remove it during a pee and poop also. So most of the time when we are traveling, we have Indian toilets in India, and it's the most, all kinds of yoga we do to, pee. For peeing also we do all kinds of yoga. So when you are on a cup, you don't have to do all those things, and you have a very comfortable period during that time. You don't leave any trash apart from your footprints. You don't leave anything behind when you go for a tour, when you are using this cup. So this cup will last for 10 years. One cup will last for 10 years. So just imagine you are using 1800 pads if you are using a disposable pad. If you are using 20 cloth pads during that time, and only one menstrual cup during that time. So see the impact that you will create when you use a menstrual cup. So this is what we have to think, and it is totally safe. It is not that we create any infection, but you have to make sure that you are not infected during that time. You shouldn't have a UTI. Just cure yourself and then start. Though this cup is platinum cured, nothing good or bad will stick on it. Menstrual cups, stone soup menstrual cups are platinum cured, so nothing good or bad sticks on it. So it's safe enough to use, but better to cure yourself when you are on UTI. Yeah.
We are getting a lot of hearts, and a lot of people are loving everything that you are telling us. And yeah, for people who have joined late, let me tell everybody the theme that we are talking about today is period paradise. Um, Periods are actually a paradise, and they can be a paradise if they're not for you right now. And that's all that we are talking about today. How do we make them a better, a healthier, cleaner, and easier menstruation? There are many ways out there to do it. I would absolutely urge you to go and explore better methods of period management if you're not already using the menstrual cup or the cloth pad. If you're not a menstruator, I'm sure there are so many menstruators in your life. Go and urge them to do it as well. And we have Rupal here with us today, who is the CEO of Stone Soup. So yeah, and any questions you have, you can leave it in the questions, the question mark, you can leave it in the comments as well, and we'll get to it at the end with the Q&A. So, Rupal, with that, I actually want to move towards talking a little about yourself and your journey from a lawyer to an environmentalist. That is a great shift. And
So
how did you come about that? What inspired you?
yeah, but before that, I would like one more point to be kept in mind while choosing a cup.
Yes.
Okay, we will go through it. We'll talk about my journey, but I would like people to know how do you choose your cup, because it's the most questions which we get to answer. So I can't do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I can't choose my color like this. I don't have to choose my colors like this. Though they look very pretty, they are so good, they are so tempting that I want all of them, but I can't use all of them. And choose the cup which is made in India, which is safe to use, which is medical grade silicone, and which is certified. Which this is our in-house design. See, Stone Soup as an in-house design. We have designed this cup. We found the fault in people, in the sense women were finding it difficult with the stem, because most of the time what happens when you choose a cup, you don't have a support system. You just buy the cup because your friend has told you, and you don't know how to use it, and then the company doesn't have a uh, customer care number, or nobody guides you. So but in Stone Soup we have WhatsApp guidance, we have gynec guidance, we have Instagram, we have Facebook. We are always available in one or the other forum, and we have three-way support system. You can contact us anytime you want to, and we are there to reply back. So right from choosing the cup till you are well versed to convert 10 more women, we are there for you. So choose your cup according to your activity. Size doesn't matter. I've shown you the life size model of your vagina. It's only this space inside. You don't have to go for large, small, or medium. It doesn't matter. Any size, most of the sizes will fit most of the women. But go for a medium, medium size look of the cup. And most of the women were buying a stem cup, but they were trying to remove the cup with a stem, which was hurting them inside. So what we did is we just removed the dangerous part. We removed the stem so that women don't hurt them inside. And it's so easy. We have given the rims at the bottom only, so that they just pinch the bottom of the cup and they can remove. And that makes it easier. The cups have to be removed by pinching them at the bottom. You buy any cup, you have to pinch the bottom. So we just do what? It doesn't help. So most of the women didn't even know that they have to, if the stem is out, they have to trim it and they have to file it properly before insertion. So all these things were creating lot of issues. So we came out with the 21st century cup, and the most modern cup that you can see. There is no rims at the top, so that the blood doesn't get collected here. Only the rims at the bottom, and it's U shape, so that it's a capacity of a large cup with a medium size look. So that's how you can choose any cup between 500 to 1500 is good to buy, and choose the Indian made cup, because you know where the cups are produced and you know the owners who are producing it. And have a look at the support system. How much support a company is giving you. Stone Soup gives you full support on choosing, right from choosing, because we have, see, these are the cups for girls who are of less age and they are into athletes. It's the softest cup. This is a medium hard cup. This is the hardest cup only for the athletes. So we have a specific cup for activity based cups. We don't have according to the sizes. These are activity based cups which you need to buy. Don't go with the sizes, go with the activity base. Choosing activity base. Yes.
I
And for me,
Rupal,
yeah.
I think I loved the way you put it. We also have a comment from the Indian flogman. जब कब की हो बात तो हम सब हैं साथ. May the tribe of cupboards grow. Hashtag sustainable menstruation. I love it. And
Yes.
we at NatureHealers.life, we want the same thing. We want the tribe of cupboards to grow. We want the tribe of people who are using cloth pads to grow as well. And I think you brought about a great point about the support system. We also have a question around that for that. Where can we find the support system when we are shifting? So one of the things that you mentioned is that Stone Soup provides the support system on all your social media channels. Another thing I want to
Yes.
mention is our Earth mission that we have designed, which is called Period Paradise, where it's free for anybody to sign up. We run 2 to 3 month programs where we guide you step by step on our app to move to whatever method of menstruation you're choosing, either the menstrual cup or the cloth pad, or even if you're not ready for that as yet, then if you're choosing eco-friendly disposable pads, and you might be ready maybe a couple of years later. It's totally up to you. So if you're thinking, or if you have somebody who's thinking of switching, or if they've already bought a cup and they are not able to come to terms with trying to use it, sign up to the mission. It's on our website, www.naturehealers.life. It's free, absolutely free, because we want as many people to be able to convert to cups and cloth pads as possible.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes.
So I think great discussion. I really want to move to your journey now, because I've been very excited for this section now.
Yes.
I want to know what
Yeah.
inspired you, or what inspires you every day. Moving from law to environmentalism. How did that happen?
That journey has been long with lot of personal experiences, and it was not somewhere good, somewhere bad. And we just came, for me, I came to Bangalore and then did lot of research on what to do. I was on a mommy break. I started working after 4 to 5 years when my kids grew up and they were good enough to take care of themselves. And then I just switched to sustainability because we had an incident where my husband went through a cancer, and we found out the reason behind it, and it was a very weird reason. And that is all related to the disposable cups and disposable, things, that chemical based things that we were using.
Hmm.
And that brought me, and we were asked to just use chemical free food, chemical free all those. And where do you find them? It's not easy to find all this. Now it is easy because Bangalore has a lot of organic farmers now, but during 6 to 7 years back it was very difficult to find all those things in Bangalore. And then the journey started during that course of time when the treatment was going on. And I thought that when we have come out of it, we don't want anybody else to go into it. We have come out. Luckily, we were lucky enough to have the treatment and the things that were available to us. But most of them are not lucky enough to have all those facilities. And we should try to bring in awareness of the things which were harmful. You know, and that's where I came into it. And from that day I'm just inside it and just going deeper inside it, because each day has been a challenge, during that time. And to come up with the challenges, it was very very difficult, lot of things. But with the support of my friends here in Bangalore, like when you speak about Madini, Smita and Bhavna and all those, we just came about it one thing at a time. It was not easy to have a chemical free home or a zero waste home. It was a journey. We used to just leave one product at a time. It was not easy for us also, because we are so used to all those chemical based products, for cleaning, all these Dettol washes, all these Lysols and all those phenols and all. It was not easy. But one thing at a time, when you leave, it is much easier. You don't have to just jump into it. Just walk through it. Go slowly about it. We are not asking you to change in a day. It took it took years for me to change also. First I started growing my own veggies. We made sure that twice a week we make sure that we eat what we grow. That is how we cleanse ourselves during that time. Most of the greens come from my terrace. I have fruits growing on my terrace. Whatever space you have, it is not necessary that you have to grow everything and anything, but whatever small space you have, just start growing few vegetables at your home, like normal greens like palak, methi, which are easy to grow. Small things, when you start, then you get inspired to do big things. Just eliminate a bathing soap, chemical based bathing soap from your bathroom. Try the natural bathing soap or a bath powder. Eliminate those shampoos. chemical based shampoo. Just try a natural shampoo bar or a natural ingredient based. It's very easy. If you have basin and curd also at home, you can just wash your hair. But you have to practice it. It is not easy. You have to practice it. First time you may feel it is not nice, it is not cleansing. It is cleansing, but you don't have that effect of chemical based shampoos. But it will cleanse your hair, and that is what you want. Then you get used to it. Then I have pets at home. I have pets at home, kids at home. Everybody, and then they just lie down on the floor and play. So we just got rid of lysols and all those phenols, and we just started making bioenzymes because already we were composting. There were citrus fields at home, and we just started making bioenzymes. So all our chemicals like SIF for platform cleaning, glass cleaning, bathroom cleaning, it came up to a bioenzyme, a single product called bioenzymes, which is made at home. Now it's a mango season, so mango bioenzymes will be there, pineapple bioenzymes will be all different bioenzymes. And it's so good to make all this. It's so exciting when you learn all these things. For washing clothes, just use the soap nut powder or just use 4 to 5 soap nuts and you are good to go with your whole lot of machine wash. So small changes will bring you to a zero waste lifestyle. It is not at all easy. You have to remember when you're going out that I should have a cloth bag with me to bring on things. When I go out for the parcels, I carry my dabbas. Try to carry the dabbas so that I don't bring in any disposable at home. So small changes. And when we feel that with my change, what does it change? Nothing changes if I change. There is a lot of plastic in the market. There are a lot of disposable things in the market. For me, using one cup, what does it make a difference? The difference is 2,000 pads are saved going to the landfill. 2,000 pads are not burnt in the landfill. You know that many microplastics. And how many women do you have in India across the world menstruating? Just calculate that and you know how much effective it is, how much impact you alone are making on this earth. So that's how your journey should be, and you should. And this is how I came into it. I joined Stone Soap, and I'm in it now. So I was into a production company, and then this is what I am today. And it's every day is exciting. Every day is a learning. Every day
Hmm.
is super. For me, it's super exciting when I learn something new. It's still going on. It will still go on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think, like I said before, I think your journey is so inspirational. I recently started using a shampoo bar, 100% organic shampoo bar, and my hair have never been better, really. And I don't even need to wash them that
Yes.
often because when I was using a chemical-based
Yes.
shampoo, any chemical-based shampoo, even Patanjali is chemical-based, by the way, um, I
Yeah.
would have to wash my hair almost every second day because like
Yeah.
they would start becoming so rough otherwise. The day I wash them, they would be
Yeah.
very soft, and then the next day they would be like back to the rough edges.
Oil secretion happens. So when you use a shampoo bar, at least 4 5 days you don't have to wash your hair.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Any natural ingredient that you take cleanses from inside the roots and everything.
that
So if your oil is hair, oily, you should use that kind of product. You should not jump also into chemical free products because you don't know your hair type, and you just, if your hair is dry, you use more of shikaka, your hair will become dry, and then we blame that it's not
that's
sustainable.
right. Yeah.
So you have to go through a process of understanding your hair body. So we also do that. We also have the products according to the hair type, skin type product, so that you don't fail in those things. When you start your journey, you never want to fail. And it doesn't inspire you if you fail. But you should never feel that I cannot do it and I will not be able to move forward. We are always there to help you in your journey. Natural Healers is always there to help you. Stone Soup is always there to help you in your journey. And we can take it forward and we can move towards a zero waste lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I think the journey is where all the fun lies because the moment we start to realize that, our life can get so much better with the natural products that we use, with chemical-free products for everything, for even for our period products, like not using chemical-based and plastic-based pads
Yes.
using something else, it just changes your life completely. And on that, we have a couple of comments. Gunegar Aurat says, "Go period paradisers." Yes. And then we have Amita asking, I need help to get the Adivasi women of Tadoba to use menstrual cups. I go there every month for training. I've spoken to them about it and they're okay with them with using them in theory. So I think this is some place where Stone Soup, the trust Stone Soup has, that can definitely help.
Yes.
So, what is the best
Yes.
way to reach you or Stone Soup for Amita?
They can write to us on our WhatsApp on our website. We have www.stonesoup.in. They can write to us. We'll connect with the right person.
Okay.
We have a trust where we do this donation drives, and before doing donation drives, we do awareness sessions so that people understand on how to use it, and we make sure that they convert also because it's safe for them. And once they understand the importance of it, they definitely want to use only the cups, and they never go back to cloth pad, or they never go back to the other things that they have been using. It's the most comfortable thing for them. So yeah, you can write to us, Amita, on www.stonesoup.in, and we will help you on your journey towards it. So that's what the Stone Soup is all about. You know, Stone Soup is all about getting together and making a difference. It's a beautiful story. If you would have heard in your childhood days, how this Stone Soup name came. Because a villager was passing by and he wanted to eat, but there was a drought and he didn't find anything to eat. All the villagers denied him food, and he started making a soup, and he put some stones in it, and he put a big pot on the fire. And when somebody was passing by, he said, "I'm making a soup." He tasted, he said, "There is no salt." Then the villager said, "I have some salt, I'll bring." The other villager said, "I have some potatoes." The other villager said, "I had carrots." That's how a whole pot of soup was made. And the whole village could eat, where there were small, small things with those people in the village. They all came together and it made a pot full of soup. That's how Stone Soup is. We all together can make a difference. We want to put small, small ingredients in it and make it into a beautiful soup, tasty soup. So let us all get together and do the best that we can. So please connect with us, Amita. We will definitely look what we can work together.
Yes, and you can ping Stone Soup, you can DM them on Insta as well, or you can write to them
Yes,
on
yes,
their email ID. Email ID you can get from the website. But this is definitely great
yes,
work you're doing, Amita, and Stone Soup will definitely be able to help you with this. Take it forward.
yes.
So, yes, thanks for that to both of you.
Yeah, thank you for connecting.
Yes. Okay, so with that, we're reaching the end of our Insta Live today. Um, we want to end with one question, Rupal. If there was one advice or one thought that you want to leave everybody with, the women menstruators and the people who support menstruators out there, what would that thought be? What is the one advice you would give to women and menstruators out there?
I have only one advice, which I always keep it for myself also. I should take care of myself first. If I don't take care of myself first, then I will not be able to take care of anyone else. So if I know that this thing is not good for me, I don't use it. So if I feel that a sanitary pad, a disposable sanitary pad is causing an illful effect on my body, and it is causing lot of issues when I become old, and when the age comes when I have to take care of myself and I'm not able to take care, I would never use that. I have to be comfortable in my own body. I have to be comfortable with myself. And I will be only comfortable if I'm using that product for myself. Right? If I'm not comfortable, I keep on crying that bleeding ho gaya, I can't, मैं dispose कहाँ करूँ? I keep on it. I am never comfortable. Okay, so I have to be comfortable wherever I'm traveling. So I will. feel that women should be comfortable in using what they want to. And when they are comfortable and when they are 100% confident on themselves, that's where a woman comes out. The original women, the real women comes out. So please do what you feel like, but also make sure that you don't harm anyone or the Mother Earth when you are doing those things. Maybe today you feel that you disposable is good for you, but it is harming some other person, some other animal, the person who's handling your waste. And you have seen poor karmikas or the BMTC or any of the workers in the government agencies working in municipalities handling your waste. You have seen dogs carrying your sanitary pads. You have seen dogs carrying your soiled diapers. I I don't feel that that's a justice that we are doing to the other living being. And please request you to shift from all those disposable pads. Take care of your health and be confident about what you are. That's where you have to shift to a sustainable product like a menstrual cup or a cloth pad. And in your journey, we are always there for you. We'll always support you in your journey, whether you want to shift, not shift, or if you have any other questions also, please do come to us, visit our website, or visit Natural Healers. They are the best to help you out. And they have a very nice way of converting you, very nice way of getting through your journey. So please love yourself first, be confident, and go about it. You can.
That's great advice, Rupal. And take care of yourself first, take care of your health first, everything else comes later. That's amazing advice, I should say. And I think with that, we can start with our closing comments. And for our closing, all I want to say is um, uh, uh, today we had a great conversation, Rupal. Stone Soup spoke with NatureHealers.live. So everybody who's watching today or who would be watching later, I want to tell you that if you are thinking of switching to a better menstrual product, do that. It's all about taking the leap, and the support system is here in the form of Stone Soup, in the form of NatureHealers.live. For Stone Soup, you can go onto their website, www.stonesoup.in. You can also use the coupon code NHL10 and to get some discount on the website. And Stone Soup makes menstrual cups, they make cloth pads, and they make a lot of other things that you are going to love to explore on the website. So go on, explore. Similarly, for NatureHealers.live, we run Earth missions, which are any cause that you care for: plastic, sustainable menstruation, or home composting. We run 2 to 3 month long programs, which are designed like a game. You play with a group, and they're all free for you. And we help you move step by step to a more sustainable lifestyle in whatever you want to do right now. So yeah, go ahead, explore our website. It is www.naturehealers.live. Follow NatureHealers.live on Instagram, follow Stone Soup on Instagram, and that could be your first step or a multiple step towards a better life for you, for yourself, a healthier life, and for the planet as well. So, with that, thanks a lot, Rupal, for joining us today. I know we went over quite a bit on the time, but I think we had a great discussion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We had a great
It
discussion today.
happens because, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Natural Healers, for joining, for inviting me. And it's amazing. We should work together and just, you know, it's like Avengers.
Absolutely. I
We
like
need
that.
to change.
I like that. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So with that, let's close this session. Thanks everybody for joining. And we're going to see you later with more conversations with Stone Soup and with others as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.